Hello, I'm Sovereign Jane Jenkins. So today I want to talk about the book I just wrote and completed. This is a 2-volume series. I may add a third one depending on how much research and fuel I have to focus on such a serious topic, right? So it took 121,193 words to heal. And because of that process and that amount of work, I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to go through the same things that went through twice just to suffer all over again, because that's a lot of time, that's a lot of energy. And in this book, I'm basically talking about my very first relationship and how it ended up being such a draining and negative influence on my life at that time, but it gave me so much valuable information in order to take and utilize for the future. However, I don't recommend someone else go through my experience in order to get these lessons. So I wrote a book to tell people about my experience, so hopefully they won't have to suffer like the way some of us had to. So let's talk about being in a relationship, especially your first one. And if you grew up not dating, or like me personally, I didn't start dating until college. And it was my senior year of college. So getting in a relationship, then being completely green to manipulation, triangulation, and just bad experiences overall when it came to a relationship. I mean, yeah, I had a mother that was there through the whole process and tried to teach me along the way. But however, I let so much slide that I should not have let slide because I was so hopeful that that relationship would work out, because it was a gamble, and let's be honest, nobody wants to gamble and lose. But I do have to recognize that it was destined to lose from the very beginning. It was destined to fail from the very beginning, because I got into that relationship under the wrong pretenses. I actually got into that relationship to get closer to a childhood friend of mine who happened to be this person's best friend. Okay? So, there you go. I'm putting myself out there. Out myself first. She's a girl. And being that I knew this person from way back when, 4th grade, I felt comfortable reaching out to this person. But it was through this person that I met my now ex, who ended up becoming my first boyfriend and the person that I ended up getting in a relationship with. So, throughout this process of being in a relationship with him, the longer I stayed in that relationship, the more insidious it became. And I didn't realize it until after the fact that I was becoming addicted to this person. I was spending so much time with him, depending on him, and essentially relying on him for my happiness and my safety and my well-being, because I thought that's what a relationship was in essence supposed to be. Well, a healthy relationship. But the truth was, this person was not the right person for me at the time, because he was still in school. He was still living with his parents. He didn't have a real job. He didn't even have an operating car at the time when we got together. So, yeah, it was a struggle of. But being in college, me being in college as well, and knowing that same struggle, that didn't bother me. However, it become an insidious situation when this person refused to let go of their ex, and their ex was present throughout the entire relationship. Now, the big kicker here is that the ex and I grew up in the same church. And I knew this person, and I knew this person's family. And the issue with that is that it gets messy. It gets messy real quick, because you're keeping somebody around who is influencing the relationship in a negative, toxic way, and is also playing on my emotions and making me feel less than over time. Initially, I didn't care, because I was so secure in myself that I did not care who came about. To be honest, I wasn't really attracted to this guy on that level to begin with, so it didn't really bother me initially that he kept his ex around. But I did enforce the fact that, or I endorsed the fact that if he wanted a relationship with me, he would have to get rid of her, because me personally, I don't share at all. So there you go. And being that I don't share and I'm a blunt person, I'm considerably, I try to be as honest as possible. I was just like, look, either you let go or I can go. Simple, you know? So he say he'll let go. 3 months roll by. This person is coming up in random situations. She's just there in the background the whole time. I didn't even realize that this was an manipulation tactic called triangulation. It's when the person that you're dating or the person that you have a relationship, some type of relationship with, is keeping somebody in the background that's influencing the relationship in an insidious and toxic way. Okay, so there you go. So months go by, every 3 months, just like clockwork, something is coming up about this person, be it a dog, because he said they had a dog together, but he had the dog, and honestly, it wasn't even about the dog. We all knew that, but this is what people who are manipulative will say. It's about the dog. Yeah, we got the dog together, so she's gonna stay around. Yeah, I know. That should have been red flag number 1, but I stayed. That's my fault, though, because I went into the relationship under the incorrect pretenses. Okay, I digress. So, the second time is basically finding text messages here and there, because let's not forget that since me and this person were intimate, like, privacy was no longer a thing. We had the same exact password. He had the password to my phone, and I had the password to his phone. So there you go. It was not an issue at first. So then more time goes by. I'm getting closer to this person. I'm finding other stuff out as I go along, as you usually do in a relationship. And you realize that people, they really try you. And they keep trying you because you allow them to. If you cut it off at the first time, then people will stop trying because they know they can't get any further. But yet I stayed through all of the instances of finding text messages, finding out this person reached out to them in the effect to get back together. Like, the girl reached out to him in order to get back together, which is honest about, yeah, I know I broke up with you, but I didn't expect you to move on, and all these type of things. Okay, cool. But at the same time, my question is this: why are you even picking up the phone? Like, why? Because a person that cherishes their relationship with their current girlfriend is not going to pick up the phone with their ex-girlfriend, because that is the past and that door is closed. So when you continuously keep a door open to your past and your present, you're going to ruin both. And keeping that in mind, I'm sitting there continuously talking. I'm talking. I'm not putting in any action, not any real action, by closing the door to this person and just being gone. I'm arguing. I'm saying, I'm talking. And I have to realize guys don't listen to talk. They only listen to action. And I think at that point, I did do the light ghosting. I would stop talking to him for a couple of hours, maybe even a day at the max, and just do some light breakups. And doing light breakups because I kept catching stuff and seeing stuff happening. And I'm like, is this even healthy? Is this really healthy? Because I feel drained at this point. I'm feeling drained. I'm spending all my time with this person. And mind you, I was there even when this person got into a car accident and ended up hurting himself and was down for 6 months without a job. And you think I went somewhere? No, because the nurse in me and the empath in me wanted to stick around and make sure that he was okay. And do you think that even after sticking around this person and being loyal to this person and being faithful to this person, that I would get the same in return? No. Quite the opposite. Because once this person got up on their feet and ended up getting a settlement from that said accident, they thought it would be a good idea to invite their ex over to the new apartment that we were essentially planning to move in with each other together. Invite her over and sleep on a mattress that I picked out. Sleep together on a mattress that I picked out for the apartment, right? And I guess they thought that they were going to get away with it. Like, it was just going to be some sick joke and that they were going to get a kick out of being secretive, or so they thought, with their mess and their dirt. But all dirt comes to the light, and I don't believe in sitting idly and let someone do me dirty, because I'm not the type that's going to be passive in situations like this. I'm actually going to be the address the situation head on person. So that's what happened, essentially. So cussed him out from left to right, like from the edge of the universe and back. Cussed him out completely, and cussed her out too. And the manner in which I did that was very inappropriate, because this person was still human, and I said some stuff that I should not have, given that, you know, as a woman, I never want to tear down another woman, and I was so insulted her physical looks, and, you know, just all the catty stuff, that stuff that's completely out of my character, or is took way down under for a reason, right? So this process, this whole relationship, brought the worst out of me. It brought stuff that I didn't even know was there out. And given the fact that I'm writing my honest and true feelings about the whole entire situation in this book, I know I'm going to be facing a lot of spiritual warfare. And that's going to be the challenge, is dealing with the blowback, dealing with the spiritual warfare, and dealing with the actual purpose of this book, and not losing sight of the purpose of this book, because it's not about saying something that is going to be detrimental to one person. It's about getting the lessons and healing from somebody else's experiences. So there you go. That's essentially what P Policy is about, volume 1, and in the processing of getting volume 2 published as well. So thank you.